Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Daniel, aka Daniela, and I want to make another video because, sorry, my bird drinking my pop. Um, this sister named Krista D. Winston, she made a great point, and I've been saying this for a long time. Now, basically, her point, I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to read her post to you. It says, so this has to do with the Olympics that is going on right now. It says, I have an issue with non-black folks giving their opinions about how black folks celebrate our black folks winning all these wonderful awards for Team USA. Some are saying, why does race have to be emphasized? Um, why can't they just be Americans? Let me just say this. So many non-black folks, not all, because clearly if I follow you, sorry, and you haven't said anything stupid, I'm not talking about, I'm not talking to or about you. Love to bring up all the disingenuous and hateful things some black folks do to make it a black problem and not an American problem. I totally agree with her. And the reason why I say that is because the whole crack epidemic that happened in the late 80s, early 90s, well, yeah, like 80s and 90s, basically was a crack epidemic. It was considered a black thing. And even to this day, people still mention crackheads, even though that whole era is like basically done with. Most of the crackheads have died off, and not too many people do crack anymore. It was a black thing. The whole crack cocaine thing was a black thing, even though it's proven that whites were doing cocaine and crack back in the 80s and 90s. Cocaine, whites did, poor whites did crack, and even cocaine, and even rich whites did cocaine. A lot of movies, a lot of autobiographies are talking about it. And a lot of these celebrities are talking about their past when they did cocaine. But yet it was considered a black thing, and black people have been, made fun of for decades about crack. It was considered a black issue. Now, in the early 2000s, ever since we have went into the recession, a lot of white people have lost their jobs. A lot of white people, big time, have been turned into meth, doing all these type of pills, popping pills, just doing all these heavy, heavy drugs. Yet, when we have this epidemic, especially here in Ohio has been hit the worst with drugs. When that happened, mainly to white people, it was considered a American thing. It was an American epidemic. But when blacks were doing crack and cocaine, it wasn't considered a American thing. It was just considered a black problem. But it's funny because, like the sister says, when we show, and I'm gonna go to the next part. But when we show our greatness, now all of a sudden we should not claim our blackness and claim American. And see, that's how hypocritical America is. Oh, when black people do something bad, oh no, 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 that's a black thing. That's a black thing. That's not American fuck up. That's a black fuck up. But then when we do something great, like when the Olympics come out with a new dance, come out with music, a new genre of music, oh no, 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 that's not a black thing. That's an American thing. Like rock, I hear it all the time about rock. Oh, rock is an American thing. R&B, hip hop is an American thing. Just because now it's very popular and it's all around the world. Our culture, our style is all around the world. Now it's an American thing. Whenever we create or innovate anything that is great, it's an American thing. It doesn't need to be seen as a black thing. It needs to be seen as an American thing. And I totally feel this sister on that because I've been saying that for a long time. Whenever we do anything great, it's America. Whenever we do anything bad, oh, it's niggers, it's black Americans, blah, 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 blah. And I totally, totally understand what this is saying. But you guys can definitely read the rest of her post because it's pretty long. Well, it's not really that long. But y'all can go ahead because I don't feel like reading the rest of it, even though I have read the rest of it. But yeah, I totally understand what this sister is saying. And I agree with her. Sorry. And I agree with her 100%. Yeah. That's just the hypocrisy of America. I mean, you can even use the example of the zoo incident that happened in Cincinnati, where the child fell into the gorilla enclosure. Everybody was like, "Oh, poor baby." And then they found out that it was black and that the family was black. Then they tried to throw the family under the bus. They tried to have the family. They tried to put charges on the family. They pulled up the father's criminal background, even though he has not been in jail and prison for like over 10 years. They put up his criminal background for like 10 years ago. And woman was, for no reason, he wasn't even there. He wasn't even part of the incident. You know what I'm saying? And they were talking about black people and all this stuff. But then, about like a week and a half later, a parent who was outright being irresponsible with their child, they went down to Disney World. They were at a resort. There were signs around the resort saying, "Watch out, alligators." And in the area that they were at, it said no swimming. Yet the father took his child out to the lagoon that's right outside the hotel at 9 o'clock at night. Let his child go into the water while he was walking on the beach. Child got eaten by the alligator. And then it became an American problem. They weren't calling out him being white, like, oh, irresponsible white parents. They didn't pull up the father's criminal background. None of that. It just showed the hypocrisy of America. And that's the type of shit that we have here. White people are the most hypocritical people on the face of the planet, especially white Americans. Because they would sit there and say, oh, shame on you black people for doing this. But then when they do something, and something even worse, they're like, oh no, that's all of us fucking up. Oh, it's just or they try to put it under the, try to shush it up and, scoot it under the rug, act like it didn't happen, or it's not the same thing as what the black people did. And it's just sad how hypocritical this country is. But I know why we're like that. So it doesn't hurt me inside, It just really sickens me more than anything. Some people, black people, get their feelings hurt and stuff like that. But me, I don't. And a lot of people, they were upset with Gabby, right here, the gymnast. They were upset with her because she didn't hold her hand to her chest when they were doing the American anthem. So, what she should have did? She should have raised her fist up like we did in the 60s when we won the Olympics in Germany. That's what she should have did. To just smack them all in the fucking... Oh, these white people would have went crazy. I was reading an article, talking about her not putting her hand on her chest during the national anthem. And I didn't get to read the comics because I love reading the comments because I love reading what white people have to say. It's hilarious. It's hilarious just seeing them lose their shit, man. And that's the thing, when black people are no longer useful to white people, we become niggers and all types of names. Say if what's her name? Something Biles. I can't remember her name. But when she's no longer great, when they are no longer great, or they do something that piss off white people, like not salute the flag or put your hand on your chest during the national anthem, now you're a nigger and you're no longer useful to them. So beforehand, when you're winning the medals and stuff like that, yeah, go Team USA, oh yeah, USA, oh, she's not black anymore. But then when she does something that y'all don't like, oh, that nigger, that ungrateful nigger, go back to Africa, when she has more right to be here than 70% of you fucking white people. You white people are hypocritical and ungrateful, man. That we even make America look good. We make America look good in sports, and we make America look good, mainly in sports, entertainment, culture. We brought so much culture to America. It's so funny because, like in Latin America, they admit to their African heritage and culture influencing their modern day culture, but America does not like to admit that African, I put African because that's what they say, African culture or black culture has greatly influenced American culture. They don't like to admit it. They like to try to relegate it and put it into its own little section, like, oh, that's African American culture. But we have influenced a lot. Rock and roll, that's American culture that spread all around the world. We created rock and roll. Same thing with disco. That's all around the world. Same thing with techno, all around the world. Country, we even have founding fathers that were black that started country. And that spread all around the world. Hip-hop spread all around the world. Hip-hop has become so popular that now the average pop song with a white person singing sounds like a hip-hop song. Because most of the pop songs, I produce music, most of the pop songs these days are nothing more than R&B and hip-hop beats. Just, you can listen to it. You can just listen to it and hear it in the beats. So, we have influenced probably almost every facet of American culture, yet they won't admit to it. You know, they love to appropriate. It's just sad. They even love to appropriate not only our culture, but our bodies. You know, these women, these white women out here getting full lips, you know, getting these ass injections like the Kardashian sisters. Kim says that the reason why she got thick lips and a big butt is because of her Armenian roots, which is complete bullshit. Because when you look at the Armenian people, they don't have shapely bodies. A lot of them, I'm not being funny, a lot of them are shaped like indigenous Mexican women, you know, short, stubby, and round. If you look at a lot of the Armenian women, they do not have great bodies like Kim Kardashian don't like to say. And then it's like, well, if it's the Armenian genes that are giving y'all the great bodies, the big butts and all that stuff, then what's with your little sister Kylie Jenner? She's not a Kardashian. She don't have one drop of Armenian blood in her yet. For some reason, over the past year, her lips just went from no lips to full lips. How did that happen within a year? That just doesn't happen at all. And then also her butt got big, and it's like, that happened in 1 year? Get the fuck out of here. That happened less than 1 year? Wait, these were photos for 2 weeks ago, and she had no lips, no butt? This is 2 weeks later, and she has hips, butt, and lips? Get the fuck out of here. So yeah, they appropriate our bodies, and yeah, it looks good as long as it's not in a black woman. Because when our women naturally have those type of attributes, but it's ugly when our women have it. But when their women have it, when white women have it, oh, it's so sexy. And it's like, well, you forget where that comes from. You forget who inspired these women to go out here and to deform their bodies to look like ours. Because it was a long time ago when our bodies weren't appreciated. It was looked at as weird because it didn't fit into the white standard of beauty. But now, since we're popular, but then we're not popular at the same time. It's like a love-hate relationship that the world has with us. And I know exactly what has happened. I mean, you can read the Bible and find out why that is the way it is. But now, since we have influenced the world, now everybody wants to be like us, but they don't want to be like us. You know, it's so sad, man. It's so sad. I mean, look at K-pop. K-pop wouldn't exist if it weren't for black people. And Korean people to this day will insist that, no, K-pop was created by us. It's like, no, it wasn't. Pop was created by pop was influenced by R&B, greatly by R&B and rock. 2 genres, and now hip-hop. 3 genres that were created by black people. Yeah. So, pop was created by black people. So, it came from black people, then white people appropriated it, and then Korean and the rest of the world appropriated it. So, yeah. K-pop, almost all these popular music in general just came from black people. It came from the Americas. Most of the popular genres around the world come from America. Even if, you know, there's like subgenres, like now they have like Afrobeat, which is nothing more than hip hop, a type of form of hip hop. Even in the UK, they have this, I forget what it's called. It's grind or grime or something like that. I forget what it's called, grunge or something. It's a type of hip hop, and they will argue with me all day and night saying that that's not hip hop. I'm like, get the fuck out. Y'all are rapping. Y'all rapping to a hip hop beat. Even though y'all rapping differently and y'all sound weird rapping, it still comes from hip hop. Because if there was no hip hop created by us, y'all wouldn't be doing what you're doing today. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all like to appropriate, but y'all don't like to, you know, shit, I lost the word. They don't like to, you know, give us recognition for what we created. But you know, that's the world. That's the fucked up Western society. That's why I hate this world, you know, and I can't wait till the Most High comes back and destroy it. But anyways, that's all I have to say because it's getting time for me to bounce. So talk to you guys later. Peace.